On today's episode of the Jamaican cooking journey, I'll be showing you once more how to make some brown stew saltfish. So for this brown stew saltfish, you're gonna need some tomatoes. I use lots and lots of tomatoes. I have onion, I have a lot of scallion, two green and white, okay? And I'm gonna be using 2 pegs of garlic. You can use more. I also have here what I want you to pay attention to, some saltfish, a nice chunk of saltfish that has been pre-soaked and has been scalded. So let me show you. The saltfish flakes, it runs a certain way, just as with fish that you scale. So you have to put, you can't put this here, so you see that? So you have to look at the opposite way. It runs like this. So it's boiled already, it's scalded off, soaked, pre-soaked and scalded off. So you want to use your spoon or a fork. I normally use a spoon, but you can use a fork, but the spoon does it better. So these are the scales, These are the scales. So you want to clean the back until it looks like this. All these little black part here too. When you reach in those parts here, you have some extra type of scale that you see these are darker. So you want to clean, go down in this little groove right there that you dip on it and show them. This is how you clean up your saltfish. And you want to make sure you don't have any of these. You see them coming out? We don't use these on it. So you clean it up properly. This is some bones, and these are different type of bones, but you don't mind them. You go along, and that is why it's best to use the spoon as opposed to the fork. This nice piece is off, so you want to make sure you get yourself in line with what is left right here. You're going to clean it. These big bones, you don't want them, so you use your spoon and you pick them out as you go along. Whilst you're still cleaning, removing the scales. Yeah, I don't think I've ever showed you a video in depth. I'm not sure, probably I did. I have so many videos I don't even remember. So you want to remove all of these and let it be clean. All these black, dark, gray parts, you want to remove them. And I'm going to do it and return this piece. You see it there? So you turn it the opposite way. You put in it one way. You just can't look at it and see how the scales run. So you just put the thing up, invert it. Yeah. So now that you have all of that in there, you want to go rinse these. These parts are what you're going to use. So these are what you don't want from your saltfish. So I have already rinsed it. Since when you do that, you rinse it. So you're going to pick it to your liking. Now I'm just going to be doing brown stew saltfish. So you're going to put it like in reasonable size pieces. And as you go along and you see bones, because you know we are going to take out all of the bones. Some is going to be left when you're eating. You got to be careful. You pick it up to how you want it for whatever you want it for. You have seen my fritters video. And if you're doing it for fritters, you know you go it, So this look like now you're going to put it with like macaroni. And also like if you want to put it with ackee and all of them something bean, what have you. Sometimes as you go along, they are bones. So as you can pick out some, whilst you can pick out some, you pick out some. See it? Right. Be careful though. Now this is a big piece. Inside here you have this different, there are so many different types of bone in the saltfish. So you see this, how this come with all the other parts hanging off. You want to remove those. This is a thick part of the saltfish. These are the part that flakes off. You see them? In the older days, they would call them peg. And I was wondering why some of them can't do like this. But somebody, you see this? We call it a peg. Back in the days, the older people call it pegging the saltfish. Look at this. You see this? Yep. This is what they call it. Okay? So I was wondering why some of them can't do like that. And somebody came and said, Debbie, it can't be done like that because some of the saltfish are not to perfection. Some of them are young saltfish. And it makes sense to me because I was saying on a video, why is it that some of the saltfish then we can get to peg them and some we can't? Now look at this. You got another bone like here. So you got to search for it. Yeah, these are some different types. So you search for them and you try to get out, all the big bones. Yeah. This is a very nice piece of saltfish. And let me tell you something about saltfish. When you get the saltfish and it's dried, it's better. The one them are wetty, them now go and go. This was a very nice piece. Sorry I didn't show it to you before, you know, but I figure more or less that I did enough showing you how to get the salt out of your saltfish. And this is what it looks like. If you want to go finer, you can go finer depending on what you want to do. This is your saltfish all pre-soaked, scalded off, cleaned. And now we are going to do some brown stew saltfish once more. Next clip. So I've preheated some oil and I am going to be putting my saltfish in. You don't want to put it in too hot, you know. As I always say to you, go slow. You know, the slower you cook your food, the better results. The more you can maneuver yourself if anything wants to go wrong. So you want to have your skillet and you want to put your saltfish in there. Let it stay on that heat and you're going to let it fry, brown up on one side. You're going to pay close attention. As soon as it starts browning on the bottom, you just come, and when you start lifting with your spoon, it will just lift right up. Just move up fluently. So we're going to leave it at that on a medium to high heat and let it start browning off. Then I'll return. So you see, this brownness in the corner there, you see? Yeah. This is, you know what is happening there? Flavors. Flavors from this pickled saltfish. So you want to come and you will turn it over. Yeah, be careful at this point, you know, you'll get a little splash, a little popping. So you want to get it over. Yeah. Don't mind the sticking. This is a stainless steel. And some of the stainless steel also don't stick. Like when we put the vegetable in, like it's not the seasoning, everything will come back on its own. So right around the corner, right here in this side, you see that brown? You're building flavors. But some stainless steel, I guess these are the cheap types. They stick, but don't mind the sticking right here. So you want to turn it over and let it continue at this pace. Brown stewed saltfish. Okay, you see how the colors turn? Yeah, you see down the bottom here. You know we talk about that with meat. Saltfish gives it to fun, the flavors down in the oil here. Look at this, all browned up, looking nice. Look at this, all browned up. So you want to keep it scattered out. Now, this is when the neighbor or the neighbors are going to come over. You're going to put in lots of green scallions at this point. Oh, this is a beautiful dish. And you're going to scatter your green scallions out. Leave your heat as it is. Don't turn it up. Don't turn it down. Look at this. As these green scallions mix down in the bottom with this fond and you scrape around. Oh, what a beauty. Look at this. You don't let them burn though. You let them take root in this hot oil, you know, and then the flavors from the green scallions are gonna come out. Give this a minute, a pretty good minute depending on your heat that you're on. May soon come. Look at this. You see them? They're not burned. No? Put in your garlic as much as you like. Try to use fresh garlic as opposed to garlic powder with the saltfish. Let me tell you something. All of my big time cook them out there. When saltfish are cooked up, no meat can smell nicer. Now look at this. You're not going to give it any chance to burn. It's going to stay green and nice and pretty, but the flavors. Now we are going to lick it up now from the bottom. Get your heat up high. And this is where we're going to put in. These are going to give moisture. The green scallions and the saltfish as its pickled taste. The green scallions along with the garlic brings out additional flavor. Now this tomato and this onion, it is moisture. So now that you have put in your tomatoes, what you are going to do, you are going to turn your flame down to the very lowest, okay? And you're going to cover and let that steam in there build up. And when we return, you'll see what the tomato does. It opens up all that fun. It lifts it up because the steam is in there along with the moisture, the juices that the tomato will be producing. So let's soon come. Opening up after about 2 minutes. You see that steam? Look at those tomatoes. You see how these onions they're starting? Look at this. So you're gonna go from the bottom. Wow. Wow. Look here. If you know anything about cook up saltfish and scallion, talk to me. If you don't know, please just leave it. Let the people that knows about it tell me. Look at how the steam that the tomato has built up. Look how it is just picking, and the moisture. It is just picking up everything. Very gently here right now. Look at the beauty. Now you're going to want to add a little bit of a black pepper. Maybe a little white vinegar, but not necessarily. Not necessarily. I do it sometimes, but I'm finding out that without the vinegar is for the mackerel. Look at this. Look at this beauty. We're going to add a little bit of a black pepper. Black pepper complements this stewed brown stew saltfish. It does. So you're going to let it stay right there. We're going to add a little black pepper, and we're going to keep it on the low. Look at this beauty. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me what you know about that now. Talk to me. If you don't know, leave the space for the people in the comment section to tell me about it. And if you don't know, you need to try it to know. Next clip. Look at this simmering. Look at this simmering, fam. Look at the bottom of the skillet. Look at how the tomatoes have broken down, released its juices, cleaned up all that fun, all that flavor from the bottom. Remember when we started it, how it stuck? And we got all the, look at that, look at that. Look here, I'm gonna tell us something. Mama tell us something. Start cooking the saltfish this way. Try it this way. Look here, look at what I have here. You can turn your flame on right now. And I have here some Jamaican renta yam. Look at this. Just keep it pan it, Dad. Make them see while we dish it. Brown stew saltfish. Yeah, it takes something out of you. Look here. From my kitchen to yours. From my, look at this juice. From my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your plate, and most of all, to your stomach. It is brown stew saltfish. Look here, we'll have it with some renta yam right there, so you know. I just saw it there. You can have it with your fried dumplings. You can have it with your bread. You can have it with rice. You can mix it with macaroni. Mix up your ackee in that. Do your thing. Rice and peas, do your thing. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. And I'll catch you again with another video.